Hey everyone, and welcome back for another deep dive. Today we're taking a look at Japan in 2024.
All right.
And I'm super excited about this one because, well, I love Japan anyway. But the source material that we're looking at today is this podcast script called Secrets of Japan 2024
Okay.
from a show called Earthplate.
Interesting.
Yeah. So I think it's going to be really fun. Let's jump into it.
Sounds good.
So picture this. It's 2024, you're in Tokyo, and you step off the plane.
Okay.
What's the first thing you think of?
Well, I mean, Tokyo's known for its crowds.
Right.
And its kind of overwhelming density and
Exactly.
all the neon lights and everything.
Yeah, and it's only getting more crowded. So imagine if you could escape all of that.
Where would you go?
Well, you go down,
Down.
underground.
Ah.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
Tokyo's building these incredible underground cities.
Wow. I mean, I know they have a pretty extensive subway system, but...
Yeah, this is way beyond subways. It's like shops, restaurants, gyms, like
So you're seeing like it's like a whole nother city.
a subterranean city.
Yeah. Wow, that's fascinating.
Yeah, so you could basically escape the heat,
Makes sense.
escape a typhoon.
Yeah.
And, just enjoy all the amenities of a city without...
Without all the crowds above.
Yeah, exactly.
That's pretty cool.
And this is actually becoming a trend
Oh, really?
all around the world, like
Oh.
with climate change and
Yeah, that makes sense.
growing populations. It just
Right.
makes sense to utilize that space.
Definitely.
So, okay, let's move on to something a little bit lighter.
Okay.
Vending machines.
Oh, yeah.
Japan is famous for
They're iconic.
its vending machines, right?
You can get anything out of a vending machine there.
Yeah, but they've gotten a major sustainability makeover.
What do you mean?
So these aren't your typical vending machines. You're not going to find, like, sugary drinks and chips and candy.
So what are you finding?
Now you're finding fresh produce, plant-based meals.
That's awesome.
I know, right? Even discounts during off-peak hours to save energy.
Wow. That's really clever.
Yeah, so they're really promoting a healthier lifestyle
Yeah.
and being environmentally conscious.
It's so cool how they're taking something so classic and
Yeah.
modernizing it.
Okay, so get ready for this next one.
All right.
It's about Japanese food.
Okay, I'm intrigued.
So we all know about sushi and ramen,
Right.
but now
Yeah.
there's something else.
What is it?
Cricket cuisine.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
Like crickets the insect?
Yes.
Huh.
So apparently they're a really sustainable protein source, really low environmental impact.
I guess that makes sense.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
insects, they don't take up a lot of space.
Right. And
They don't need a lot of resources.
it's actually not that unusual.
Oh, really?
For Japan, like, edible insects have been around for a while, especially in rural areas. It's just now making a comeback
Interesting.
in urban areas.
So how are they preparing them?
Well, some places are doing like cricket skewers,
Oh, wow. Okay.
cricket flour,
Cricket flour.
Yeah.
What do you do with that?
like baked goods and stuff. But some chefs are actually being more subtle about it
Oh,
because
okay.
they're integrating them into traditional dishes.
So you don't even know
Yeah, like you might not even know
that you're eating crickets.
that you're eating crickets.
That's kind of cool.
I know, right?
Sneaking in the protein.
Okay, so now let's shift gears and talk about the countryside.
Okay.
A lot of people, when they think of Japan, they think of Tokyo.
Right, all the hustle and bustle.
Yeah, exactly.
The big city.
But the villages are actually becoming really tech savvy.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah, so there's this village called Kamikatsu,
Okay.
and it's become a zero-waste pioneer.
Wow. Zero waste.
Yeah.
How do they do that?
They're using AI for recycling.
AI for recycling.
Yeah, and they're also doing smart farming.
Wow, that's so cool.
I know, right? So it's like traditional Japan,
Mm.
but with this like modern twist.
Yeah, the best of both worlds.
Okay, so I gotta ask, how does AI work for recycling?
Well, imagine like a really high-tech sorting system. So there are cameras and sensors that can analyze the waste stream as it's coming through and identify all the different materials. And then they have these robotic arms
Oh, wow.
that can actually sort it all out into the proper bins.
So it's like super precise.
Exactly.
And it reduces contamination.
Exactly.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
And what about this smart farming?
So smart farming basically uses data
Okay.
to make farming more efficient and sustainable. So they'll use sensors to monitor the soil conditions. They'll use drones to fly over the fields
Oh, cool.
to assess the crop health. And they'll use all this data, feed it into AI-powered systems that can analyze it, and help the farmers make decisions about irrigation, fertilization, pest control.
That's amazing.
Yeah, it's like giving farmers a high-tech toolbox.
Love that, a high-tech toolbox.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Okay, so last but not least, we got to talk about digital nomads.
Oh, yeah.
Japan is becoming a hotspot for
Real?
digital nomads.
Why is that?
Well, they have new visa programs that are specifically for remote workers. And they're opening all these co-working spaces in beautiful locations.
So you can work remotely
Yeah.
and enjoy the beauty of Japan at the same time.
Yeah, like imagine working with Mount Fuji as your backdrop.
Oh my gosh, that would be amazing.
I know, right?
Talk about inspiration.
It's like the perfect blend of work and cultural immersion.
Definitely.
So there you have it. Japan in 2024. It's a country that's really embracing the future while still holding on to its traditions.
This sounds amazing.
I know. It's so cool. Underground cities, sustainable vending machines, cricket cuisine, tech-savvy villages, digital nomad havens.
What's not to love?
I know, right? It's just amazing. Makes you wonder what else they're going to come up with.
Yeah.
So if you could work remotely from anywhere in Japan, where would it be? Let us know in the comments. Till next time, keep exploring and keep diving deep.